Don't y'all have some of these products? I know a lot of you women do. We got some of these products in our collections that we just cannot stand. We don't use them, yet we don't throw them away because we spent money on them. Well, the show today is going to be about products that I have in my collection that I absolutely despise. I will not use them, period. And it's not the companies, it's the products that they make. And it is just one certain product that companies make that just don't quite work for you. And just because it don't work for me doesn't mean that it don't work for you. Just like if something works for you, it might work for me. Everybody's different. Everybody's got different skin types. So just let me say that before we start the video. But you know what? Let's go ahead and jump in. Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. I'm Mandy. For those of you who are new here, thank you for coming and seeing the video. You know what? I've got about 13 products here, which I absolutely hate. I will never use them again, but yet I can't find myself to bring them, to throw them in the trash because I've spent money on them. But you know what? Today, that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to toss these things that have been sitting in my collection for so long. I just pure hate them. I mean, it's not the companies. All these companies, every single company that I have in this box right here, I love every single one of them. Every single company. It just so happens that they have made one product. There's just something completely wrong with it. And I mean, I do have stuff that I don't like, and yet I still try to use it. But this stuff, I'm not going to touch. Either it's broke me out, it's burned, it's just really hard to deal with. So let's go ahead and get started. And I know these companies can make good stuff because I do have a lot of their good stuff. This one is LA Colors. And this is one of their little blush palettes. And I think these are only a couple of dollars. And I will be inserting pictures at the top. This is in the shade Mink. This thing has actually got hard pan. No pigment. And when it goes on your face, it looks like it's straight up glitter. I used this one time, the first time that I got it. Haven't used it since. Because when I see glitter like that, I like a sheen in my blush. And I love a matte blush. But one with glitter in it like this, and absolutely no pigment at all, just glitter, it's time to toss it. So, bye. And the next thing that we have, this is and again, this is the Liquid Catsuit by Wet n Wild. This is one of their liquid lipsticks. This is in Nudist Peach. And let me tell you something, I have got a couple other ones like this, but not in this same shade. I love them. I love them. I don't know if it's just this shade or what it is, but first of all, this thing dries down so matte, and it shows your cracks in your lips, and it just, you know, when you put one of these on, there it went. You know, when you put one of these on and it starts cracking on your lips and you can feel it, and then it starts cracking on the inside of your lips, and then you're like spitting this stuff out because you don't want to swallow it because it's getting all on the inside of your mouth. It's just a crazy texture. Crazy, crazy, crazy. And I can't ever use this again. And like I said, I do have a couple more of their shades that don't do that. So I don't know if it's just this shade or else maybe I got a bad one. I don't know. But you know what? We're going to say bye to that one. It's a toss. Okay, next thing we have, and this, I absolutely despise this one. Oh my goodness. This is the Hard Candy Light Bright Concealer. This is in shade medium. This thing is so incredibly dry. It dries like concrete under your eyes. There is no blend to this thing. And it feels so heavy. But it does. It dries down almost like a concrete. It does not blend. And God forbid if you put it on top of your foundation, I mean, that is going to be gone. I mean, wipe it out. There is a sharp line where there's just no blend at all. And a lot of these products, I try to work really hard with them and try to get them to blend. But time this comes out and hits your skin, it is dry. That's it. There is no reaction time at all. So this one is we're tossing that one. Okay. Since we're on concealers, I want to go ahead and bring this one up. This is the one I got in my Ipsy bag. It's Ipsy and Aurora, and this one is in shade Balmy Beige. This little thing, let me tell you, and I've tried this one about 5 times trying to get it to work. I've tried it with different foundations. I've tried different techniques of blending. I have tried everything that I could do to get this little guy to blend, and it's just not doing it. It takes off every bit of the foundation. It's blotchy, spotty, just, it's a mess. So, bye. Next thing that we got is the Physicians Formula, and this is the eye booster. I think it's in this, I think the Sexy Booster line, I believe it is. But this is their fiber mascara. This mascara is awful. And like I said, I'm going to be inserting pictures of everything. This, I'm telling you, time I just pulled that out, and you probably didn't see it. I'm not sure if you could see it on here or not. When you pull it out, you see these little fibers going everywhere. I'm not sure if you can see that or not. But these little things, they get in your eye when you wear this. And it's so dry. It's almost like little splinters that are in your eye. I mean, I've literally had to wash my eyeball out before because of this thing. And I mean, it's absolutely painful. It is painful to wear this. So that is definitely a toss out. Okay, the next thing that we have, and I love this one. I love Milani. I love you, Milani, but my gosh, why did y'all make this? This is the Milani Eye Tech Liquid Eyeliner. This is in the shade brown. Okay, I've never really paid that attention. In the shade brown, but this eyeliner is red. And another thing, if you'll look at this, now you would think that the eyeliner part is right here. Am I right? Well, look. We're going to open this up. First of all, the top's going to come off. See? So the packaging is total trash. So you got to untwist it here so you can put it back. But now when you're thinking that the eyeliner is coming out here, it's actually on this side. And like I said, this stuff is so watery and streaky. It's just awful. And it's supposed to be a brown, and it is a red. And there's no last time. Time you put it on, it's a little bit of sweat, anything gets on it, it's gone. It's done for the day. So, we're tossing him. Okay, next thing that we have, and oh my God, this one I just absolutely hate. I hate this. I don't even know why. I don't know who was sitting at corporate office of LA Colors and thought this would be a great idea to put out on the market. This thing right here will poke your eye out, and I'll show you why. This is the LA Colors Defining Lash. I'm not sure how to say that. And of course it's in the shade black. I'm pretty sure it's just called black. But it's one of these little tryout mascaras. I got it for like $1. But still, look at this thing right here. First of all, check out these clumps. Do you see the mess on this thing? That is just, and there's absolutely no bristles except for this one. Do you see that thing on the end? Do y'all see that? What is that supposed to do? The only thing that does, and yes, it is, it's a brush hair or something. Nothing else on the brush but that thing on the end. Do y'all see that? This thing will poke your eye out. It's hard, it's sharp, it's a nasty little booger. I don't even know why. I don't know what the reasoning is for that. I don't know where they was going with that, what the idea was or anything. And there's no way that I could have had a bad one because there's no other bristles on this brush. So if I did get a bad one, where are the other bristles? I mean, so I just got one with one bristle, and why would it be placed at the very tip of it? I mean, it's just crazy. I don't know how to explain it, but that one is definitely trash. Next thing I got, now this is a very good company. It's the Jane Iredale. This is their eyeglass, liquid eyeshadow, and this is in shade Mauve Silk. Now, I love Jane Iredale. She's got, I think, it's in the tune of like healthy makeup. It's supposed to be really good for your skin and everything, and I do have quite a bit out of her line. This is the worst liquid cream, whatever eyeshadow that I've ever had in my life. It is very dry. I mean, when I had this for a week, I mean, the first time I used it and pulled it out, it dried up. I don't know if it's because air hit it time it opened up or what, but this little thing is so dry, no pigment, and it comes out in clumps. And of course I'm not putting that on my eyes. So, sorry, Jane. Next thing I got, and I don't even know why I've got this thing. This is the Max Factor Silk Perfection Liquid to Powder Makeup. Mine's in rich beige. And of course, it's one of these little old-timey... These are the ones that I used to have in school, but they still have their old-timey packaging, if you can see. This is the driest formula ever. This stuff is awful, and it comes out in clumps. It's ridiculous. I mean, I don't even know why. I understand the packaging, okay? If you want to have old school packaging, go for it. But don't have old school product in it. Come on. Give us something newer than that. Automatically a toss. Next thing that I got is the Wet n Wild Mega Liner, and this is their little liquid liners. This one is in shade Electric Purple. This little guy, and let me tell you another thing, I have got the blue one in this, and there is also a brown one that I have in this, and I just love them. They are beautiful. They work wonderful. This purple one, it's got pigment, but it is streaky. It is so streaky, you just cannot use this thing. You can't even color. If you're doing a wing with it, you can't color the wing in or anything. And then for some reason or another, I have put on black eyeliner and then place this on top of it, which is usually what I do with the blue one that I have. And I mean, it just pops. It makes it pop. It is so beautiful. This one has absolutely no pigment when you do that with it. And it also has no pigment whenever you're doing it alone. But it's so streaky, it looks like you've got pigment. A swatch is wonderful. But put it on your eyes and you cannot see this little booger because it's so streaky. It just looks like purple water is what it looks like. So that's trash. Okay, next thing, this is the Hard Candy Stroke of Gorgeous, one of their felt tip eyeliners in Nautical. This thing right here, I don't see anything wrong with it. The only thing that I don't like about this is the pigment. There is absolutely no pigment. You cannot see the thing. And not to mention that when you are using it, it dries halfway through using it. So you got to keep closing it and shaking it and doing all that. And I don't like to have time for that because I do have good ones. So that was a toss. Next thing I have is the CoverGirl Ink It in Copper Ink. This is their eyeliner. This thing, this is so weird. I got this. And first of all, no pigment at all. But it's the next day I get in it to use it again, and it's actually not even there. It's like this is a plastic tip, so that's not eyeliner. And yeah, I don't remember it breaking off. I know it didn't break off because I'm the one that put the lid on it and put it away. I don't know where the eyeliner went, and I don't know if it was just this much of it in there, or maybe I did get a bad one. I don't know how that works, but there was still no pigment when I did use it, so that's a toss. Very last thing I have is an eyeshadow palette, and this is from the Color Workshop. I don't know what the palette's called, and I've had it for a while. Look at these. These are the worst colors I have ever seen in an eye palette. And I can't remember what color was in this one. The black, that happens to be all right. It's got pretty good pigment. I can't remember which one was in this one, but it was not used up. It's just where it broke up and fell out. I'll insert pictures. You got to see the swatches on this thing. There's absolutely no pigment. Just crazy. Okay, right, that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. And like I said, don't take offense. If any of these products is something that works for you, by all means, keep on using it. Use whatever works for you. Like I said, if it don't work for me, it doesn't mean that it's not going to work on you. So I'm not saying these products are a total waste. That was just a total waste for me. And again, the companies, I love every one of these companies. They put out some really great products. It just happens to be these few products that didn't work for me. So you know what? Stuff happens. Everybody's skin's different. So nobody be leaving no bad reviews in the comments or anything saying, I love this product. Like I said, everybody's different. So everybody, hit that bell, like and subscribe, and come back and see me next time and see what I got for you. Love you all.